Hello everybody, welcome back to Gnomes. Last time we unlocked a couple of new things. We've got the Inquisition now, and we have the Graveyard. Beat day 8 on Graveyard to unlock, day 12, and then we need Wasteland. So we need to go to the Graveyard. We could take the Inquisition with us. Bone Chimes, uncommon relic, gain 2 times each time Banish is used, and gain 1 Banish per day with Flails and Houses. So we can take the Banish to the Graveyard. We need to beat the Graveyard for this, and we need to beat the Wasteland for that. Makes sense. Right, so we have Swamp Around Fountains, and we have Fertile in front of all the graves, which is interesting. We don't have a crop right now, which is kind of okay, because we're earning money by using banishes instead. We have 4. Gnomes get 20% cheaper cooldown, but gain 50% less XP. Minus 20% cooldown on a 1.1 second strike with stun seems quite important, so I'm going to save that. Goblin amounts are doubled? No. Uncommon weed, build cost 2, spreads or dies each day. 1 damage when trampled. And hedges. Honestly, I could go for a big daisy area. So we'll start there. And then where am I going to put these daisies? Build cost 2. Spreads. +1 or dies each day. 1 damage when trampled. Let's see how this goes. Okay, you spread a couple of times, a couple of you died. This was expected. That is a very interesting geometry for you guys to spawn in. Because I would really like to be able to attack you in 2 sides, but I really can't. Well, if I buy a house, put it there, then I can do something like that, or there's a whole host of trees here which present an interesting kind of channel that we could force people down. So we'll start here. It's 5 guys. This should be fine. We're getting 3 gold-ish around thanks to the daisies. But we have no gold right now, so obviously we can make gold by banishing stuff. Coffee. 1 a day, nearby gnomes get faster and it stacks. Rice and dynamite. But we need to banish stuff if we want to make money. It's such an interesting group to navigate. Honestly, I kind of love the idea of dynamite here. I can't afford it. Of course I can't. I could if I banished some stuff. So we have banished rice. Which means we can buy dynamite. I want to buy dynamite. I'm thinking about standing exactly here and just having all of the room around. But I'm also thinking about trying to get some other kind of money situation working for me, you know? I don't love the flail guys as options for places to stand. Actually, I like this. So we have another house in play. This gives us a big line to attack through. It's going to take out some of our weeds, but that's fine. 3 gold. Let's stick another weed in. Oh man. The death versus growth is super unpredictable and I hate it. Gain 2 each time health is lost. Build cost 7. Stabby gnomes. Faster cooldowns. I really want those faster cooldowns. We have 6 banishes. Drop some weeds, deal +2 damage when trampled. Yes. Banish this. In 1 health when each item is purchased. No. Gnomes have +1 damage when nearby trees. No. Immediately heal 5. I'm not going to take the stab guys. We're not taking fool's gold. So that puts us at 13. I wonder if I should just go really big on daisies. And just to give myself the largest number of possible locations that they can thrive, you know? Like, here's one. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. That went well. What are you? Necromancer Goblin Tent. Spawns skeletons out of adjacent tombstones. Ew. I don't like that. Shocker, I know. Right, I think I need to buy a second guy now. I really do. So I'm not going to take cacti today. That I would like. We're not going to take that today. When a gnome kills a goblin, nearby crops and weeds spread. Yeah. Yeah, I want that as well. Because if I can get them to kill stuff next to the daisies will spread, and that'll be really good for me. Okay, so you made 1 necromancer, and the necromancer just walked by all the graves. Interesting. We have some money again. You are making big goblins. 8 health. Is a lot. We have 3 damage. Probably time to do this. And for 2, let's do that. Alright, well, they weren't near our weeds, but it's fine. We want to kill the necromancers really early. Right? Is the plan, I guess. That works. Are these more necromancers? They are. If we could just, if I'd have taken dynamite, because obviously I didn't know this was going to be the rules here, and then just blown up all the graves, might have been good for something. We've got 3 banishes. I would still like to get the crystal flute. When goblins destroy things, immediately refund them. We're not taking sunflowers. Bodhi trees we probably do want, because that gets us more banishes. Build cost 4. Blocks enemies. Gain +1 when planted. So they're basically half price. Oh, this doesn't work. Because they're 4 to cost, get a +1 banish when planted. The banish gets me 2 back. So that might not be the best. We are at our cap for guys. We're not doing wheat today. Build cost 1 deals 1 damage when trampled spreads each day. Yes. That's good. Especially if we can do it near stuff that's going to get killed. Because then it can spread because we have pesticide. Is the hope, at least. $6 gold. Weeds can't grow on fertile. Don't need that one as much. Tempted by that. Still want this. Build cost 2, make ground into ice. Goblins can't turn on ice. Probably not right now. Thanks. I'm going to go out with more daisies. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's nice. That is doing interesting work. For sure. I want to kill these guys much, much sooner. Because of the way the graves work. But we can do that, I think. And then perhaps some of this. And some of that. And some of this. Yeah, I'm reasonably happy with what's going on here. What are you making? Many small goblins. I mean, seems like a perfect time for this. You're making many small goblins. You're making many small goblins. There's just lots of spots with many small goblins. What I'm going to do is have this guy standing there doesn't quite work. Stand there, yeah. Yeah. I think this works. Yeah, that works. Day 11. 18 gold. Running out of places to stand. Never thought that would be the biggest problem I would come across. What are we spawning up here? Zombie goblin tent. Spawns tough, slow zombies. Fine. We've got 3 banishers. We can now take this. We attack much faster. Gnomes have more crit. First crit gives 1 bell. We should definitely try and take that in a second. Roses. Banish. Gnomes fertilize soil at end of day. Don't need it. 4 gold. Gnomes get +1 damage type per other unlocked gnome. Not today. Dead goblins fertilize soil. Not today. Which means we can get this guy. Shop has +1 item. Immediately grants 5 banishes. Okay. Go. Simple. Biggest worry is that we could literally run out of safe spots to stand in, which would be a really interesting problem to have. Gnomes get more XP per mushroom. Make ground into normal soil. Oh, we buy dynamite because then we can have spaces to stand. That is huge gains for us. Gnomes deal more damage, but get less XP. It's totally fine. We love that. Alright, should we see how we go? Didn't even check what kind of things we were dealing with here. I'd say that went well, which is good because we needed it to. I'm going to blow up this grave. Gives them a really good solid spot to stand. Day 13. Gain 1 each time health is lost. We should buy that. Not taking this. I don't think we need that either. It costs 1 to buy. $16 to expand these now is also getting big. Banish that. Banish that. Cheap housing. I'll take the cheap housing. Flail gnomes stun enemies for twice as long. That is definitely something I'm interested in. Alright. Cross your fingers. Oh, just watching the weeds refill the spots that we've been working in is so rewarding. By that, by this. Gnomes get +1 damage per nearby house. That's like 1 damage for you is not tons. That's nice. Day 14. This isn't terrible. Oh, we've got you coming up from down here as well, which is not great. We can't. Oh, we can afford a cheap house. Oh, we can't afford a gnome though, but we can if we remove some stuff from the pool. So, goodbye corn. Goodbye whatever you were. Gnomes use 1 less pop, but gain 50% less XP. I would love it, but not right now. But that gives us enough to buy one more guy. Where are we going to put them? Great question. There. Okay, away we go. Please save the house. Please save the house. Great work. Huge work. Day 15. 25 gold. Now, armor immediately becomes a concern. We've got 5 banishers. Banish coffee. Flails get 100% crit damage. Yeah. Yeah, I would like that. Banish bamboo. Banish wizards. Banish health growth. Landmines could be nice. We do have a decent amount of cash. If we don't do this, we could just buy a bunch of landmines. Though, where I don't get refunded for landmines, so they're going to be real expensive to build once. So we're not going to do landmines. Dreamcatcher, gain 1 banish each time an item is purchased. Yeah, I want that. It's just that we now don't have more banishes to buy more stuff with, so we got problems. Especially if I need some dynamite to clear up areas that we are attacking around. Because we're getting enemies on so many sides right now, is the rather scary part. We could, rather than getting that upgrade, 100% more crit damage, we could just get 2 more guys. Probably does a lot for us, let's be real. You get extra damage for being next to that house, I think, which is good. 23 remaining. That side's pretty covered. You're saving home. This path doesn't have anybody helping. Okay. 9 gold remaining. No banishes. Too late for this, I think. We can't afford to do, like, all of these things when these cost 32 a go, so... I think we just have to send it. Oh no. Oh no! Yeah. The armor. The armor has wrecked me. But we have vampires and farmers. Vampires. Rose. Build cost 3. 1 gold per day plus health when trampled. Blood chalice. Gain 2 each time health is lost. Interesting. And farmers. Regular house. Blunderbusses. Beans and green thumb. When a gnome kills a goblin, nearby crops and weeds spread, and beans make more things fertile. So, some interesting options to come. What else do we have left to unlock? We need to do stuff on the wastelands. We need to beat the graveyard to get the wasteland, and then whatever portal is, we need to beat wasteland. So still tons to do. If you think about having, we can take the rogues to all of the maps and so on and so forth. My brain just still tickles with anticipation. But that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.